All right, moving on right now to section 11.2, example number 1. We're trying to decide if a binomial, x minus k, if it is a factor of some polynomial. And we're going to use the factor theorem, which states that the polynomial x minus k, which we also call a binomial, if this binomial is a factor of some polynomial, if and only if the remainder is 0, or if f of k is equal to 0. Okay, so the way that you get k is you take your factor x minus k, and you set it equal to 0. Then you solve for x by adding k. So x equals k. So that's where they get the k from. And if your remainder is 0, bam, then we know that it is a factor. So we're just going to use what we used from last section, which was synthetic division, to do this bad boy right here. Okay, so let's go ahead and give it a shot here. So I'm going to set it up by doing my little half a rectangle. All right, and I put my value out here, which is 5, and then I have to put my coefficients. All right, 1, -7, 13, and -15. Okay, and we went over synthetic division in 11.1. So now you drop down and you always multiply. You add, and then you multiply. Add, and then you multiply, and then you add. Bing! Yes! So right here, the remainder was 0. So if we get a remainder of 0, we say yes, x minus 5 is a factor. Okay? Going on to example B. We're going to do the same thing here. We want to go ahead and see if x minus 1, if that binomial is a factor of f of x. Okay, so let's go on with that guy then. So I'm going to put -1 out here. Again, it's not 1, it's the value. It's x plus 1 equals 0, so you minus 1, so that's why this value right here. Okay, and then we do our coefficients. 3, 2, 3, 7. Just a little caution right here. If this was like 3x to the power of 3 and then plus 3x to the power of 4, you have to go in order. So that means make sure that you put it in order from greatest exponent down to the bottom. Okay, so that's in descending order. And if it skipped any of these, if this had like 2x squared plus 7 and it skipped 3x, then you would need to put a 0 right there. Okay, I think I covered that in section 11.1, maybe example 2 or 3. All right, so we drop down and we multiply. Add, multiply, add, multiply, add. And sad face, right? This is not 0, which means that x plus 1 is not a factor of f of x.